Hi, welcome to the USU Soccer Show. I'm your host, Hillary Kennedy. This month is all about awareness, from being aware of how to give back to your community to a new sport that's on the rise. We're going to hear about a young lady who got to hang out with some pros after being a baller on the football field and catch another MLS story time with the world champion. Let's kick things off out in Indiana, where South Central Select Academy dedicated a day to the Build Your Own Ball program. The program's designed to create awareness of what some people do to make the game possible.
This is used all around the world. It doesn't matter what it looks like, right? It doesn't matter if we went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought it, right? Or if we made it, like Patrick said, there's 1,000 different ways to make one of these, right? But this little thing creates a game, right? There's kids around the world that hey, they sleep on the streets, but they love this so much that they make their own.
I made my ball out of stickers, duct tape, and what's that? Wrapping paper. And then this is how I got this. And it's like bigger than my size. I made a square ball out of cardboard, a chain musket tape, and duct tape, and even more duct tape.
I made it kind of look like the England flag on accident, and I also made it look like a medicine ball because I'm about the dishes.
I like it because it's zebra. My mom helped me because she thought I was gonna have trouble. In the middle is trash bags, and we tied them all together. Then we put a bandana on the outside. I made my ball out of paper, and I wrapped it with duct tape and decorated it with more duct tape. I like my ball because it's very, very pink, and it is round and very soft and squishy. The most thing I liked about soccer is that, it's just fun, and I've been playing soccer for 5 years, and that's what I want to say.
This ball means so much to me. I hope it means so much to you, and it represents how lucky we are, right? This is just a game. Everyone listen to me, this is just a game, right? But for a lot of people, it's a love.
Olympic gold medalist Megan Rapinoe knows how much the game of soccer has given her, and she and her sister worked side by side to give back. We were lucky enough to get a one-on-one with the sisters and find out more about the goals of the Rapinoe soccer camp, so let's check it out.
Good job, you guys. Good, just to jog back.
You know, we coached the University of Portland camps all through our collegiate career, then I went on coaching different camps, so I definitely, I've always loved coaching and I love kids, and so now that Megan has been so successful and done so well, it's such a blessing to be afforded this opportunity to actually travel around the country and teach the game that you love, but also instill philosophies that we believe are true to the game of soccer and we hope to pass on to all these kids.
You know, something that's important for us, we kind of have dual goals. We obviously want the kids to come out and have fun and enjoy themselves and get a pretty cool experience to have access to the kind of coaches that we have here, but we also want to show them to work hard and to dream big and that anything can really happen if you put your mind to it.
My favorite part playing as a kid was playing with my sister. We started on boys teams and kind of just went through the journey together. You know, being from such a small town, there was really no road paved for us, so we definitely had successes and failures together, but growing up playing together and going through the grind and all the long trips and everything, that was definitely something that I'll hold with me for the rest of my life.
To have my sister there right by my side. We were never really competitive against each other. We would kind of like bicker on the field, and we're always, you know, the first one to get on each other, but then the first one to congratulate each other as well. So it was pretty special experience we had all the way through college.
So what's going to happen? Everybody's going to be...
Many times you can play with the best players. To play against the best players is where you get better. My team went to the national championship one time. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it was just an amazing experience to feel like, and I'm from a small town, so to feel like you were competing against the best in the country is something that I'll always remember. I think as long as you're having fun and it's something that you like to do and working hard towards that goal, whatever it may be. Maybe you want to play in the national team, maybe you just want to get into college, you know, but having fun, enjoying yourself, and working hard at the same time. We were all here at one point, you know, we all played youth soccer. We were on these fields, and just to have these kids be able to look up to us or to see that you know, their dreams that they have can come true. And I think for us it's rewarding. You know, it's a lot of work kind of in the build-up, but then we come out here and the kids their smiles are huge and they're just freaking out, and the excitement that they have, it kind of brings us back down to their level and just realize why we all play soccer to begin with.
While we were there, we also asked Megan silly questions about life on the national team. Check out ususoccer.org for more. Well, it's that time of year again. Many of the states are kicking off the largest open elite soccer tournament in the nation, the National Championship Series. Every year, more than 10,000 teams step onto the field and try to earn the state championship title. Does your team have what it takes?
Success is not just a word with a common meaning. It cannot be universally defined, but is uniquely identified by our own sense of greatness. It looks different to each and every one of us. We feel it in our lungs when the air is no more. We sense it before it becomes realized in the back of the net. It is a living, breathing movement of passion and sport. Success is not defined by benchmarks set by others, by statisticians or commentators, by record breakers or title holders, by coaches or parents. It is the tackle you couldn't make, the goal you weren't supposed to score, the glide that defined what gravity previously felt like. We know it because we've never known it before. It comes in the form of hugs and tears, fist pumps and smiles. It is filled with uproarious cheers, weakened knees, and muted gasps of relief, or the silence of satisfaction. It is the project that is never finished, because success is an elusive destination that moves every time you reach it. It is not simply a measurement, it is a moment of accomplishment and satisfaction. Until we move on to our next attempt, we will bring it with us every time we train to surpass the last. Because it is sport that moves us, but it is success that keeps us coming back.
If you're interested in participating in the National Championship Series, contact your local state association, find out when your state cup starts, and show us what you got. Speaking of showing us what you've got, the annual USU Soccer Goal and Save of the Year deadline is December the 31st, so be sure to submit your awesome goals and outstanding saves, or send us a YouTube link to be entered to win. Check out ususoccer.org for more details. Someone who made a few goals of his own back in the day is former national team player Eric Wynalda. Let's check in with him and soccer analyst Rob Stone as they answer your questions from our Facebook page this month. Take it away, boys.
Hey kids, Rob Stone here with former U.S. men's national team star striker Eric Wynalda, coming to you from our Fox Soccer studio. We're ready to answer more of your questions about the game that we all love.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Susan from Oklahoma says she loves social media and follows U.S. Youth Soccer on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Do you like the social media, and who's your favorite person to follow?
I like it more than you.
Yes, you do.
I like it most of the time. Who do I follow? You know, I follow more of the breaking news be it from the journalists like Grant Waller, Stephen Goff. I follow the team news, and I'll always follow the American players, see what they're up to and how they're doing.
All right.
That's how
safe answer.
I'm in the information age. All right, Mary from Georgia would like to know from you, sir. How'd you get started playing soccer? How old were you? And why did you want to play?
Well, I got lucky. I was 5. My brother was a year and a half older than me, and he was playing, so I was just a typical little brother trying to, fit in and beat up on my older brother, and it actually was something that helped me a great deal. But I think that was a very important part of it, because at a very young, impressionable age, at 5, I got started, and I actually got beat up by my bigger brother.
It's good to get beat up at an early age.
It is.
Right?
It is. I would encourage that.
It helps you down the road. Until next time, get all the latest soccer news at foxsoccer.com or find us on Twitter at Fox Soccer and Facebook.
And tune in to the next episode of US Youth Soccer Show on Fox Soccer, and we'll answer more of your questions.
Thanks, guys. If you have any questions you want to ask the guys, post them to our Facebook page or send us an email to the show at ususoccer.org. Speaking of social media, we are always giving away free stuff, posting action shots and more, so make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram for some great photos, and on Twitter for the latest news and more. Okay, it's time now for a break, but when we return, we'll hear about a football/soccer standout, Sam Gordon. We'll also get some more MLS story time, hear about a community taking on the fight against breast cancer, and learn about a new official sport. Wait for it, foot golf. All this and more when we return to the US Youth Soccer Show. Hi, welcome back to the US Youth Soccer Show. Before we left, I told you about a young lady who's become an internet sensation on the football field. Well, that football star's hero is none other than national team player Abby Wambach. Thanks to a little help from Twitter, the two standouts got to spend a day together. Let's check it out.
We tried to get the most colorful cleats we could find. So my name is Sam Gordon, and the reason I'm here today is because I'm a girl football player, and I like soccer too. And so Abby Wambach tweeted me and said, Sam, you can come to one of my games and practices. And so here I am. I've only been to one of your guys' games, so it was when you went against Canada. But you guys had the ball a lot.
Well, we have a gift for you. Your own jersey, because you're our special guest today.
It's really awesome to be able to have a jersey of my own from this team, and I hope I can do the same thing one day, be on this team.
Sam, are you a forward?
I'm basically all except for goalie. My favorite player is Abby Wambach because she's a forward and she's just really awesome.
Excellent. Yeah. Eyes open the whole time. Oh, awesome. Dan Levy, my agent, sent me this link, this YouTube link of Sam, and her football skills. She's ridiculous on the field, just blowing by little boys, a couple little girls too. But she was just the epitome of what I think I wish I could have played football growing up, and I just thought it was so cool. And she had mentioned, I think I had heard that Alex and I were some of her favorite pro athletes, and this just seemed like the best opportunity and chance for her to come and meet us and kind of see what it's like. So hopefully, maybe one day she can play on this team. She actually even already said, maybe I can play with you when I get older, right?
Right. Being able to see them head the ball, seeing it up close. You know, one time when I was watching their Canada game, I'm like, oh, I wish I could be on that field watching them, and now it's happening.
All right, ready? Kids. Ready? Set. I mean, that's it, the direction.
Well, you guys didn't block.
She's obviously built to be a star, so I want her to stay grounded, and this is kind of a family environment, and it's important that no matter how crazy her life can get, that she can still be true to herself. Hopefully she'll stick to playing soccer after she gives up football. Maybe one day plays for the United States.
I've gotten to do a lot of things the past couple of weeks, but this is the best because it's a USA women's soccer team, and it's like a pro team, and I get to meet them at this age.
What a great story. Major League Soccer is full of good people and good stories. In fact, they got superfan and star of the hit TV show 30 Rock, Judah Friedlander, to share some of those awesome stories with our viewers. So let's sit back and enjoy a little MLS Storytime Theater.
Welcome to MLS Storytime Theater. I'm the world champion, Judah Friedlander. Today's story is called Preki and the Invention of Spell Check. Footballers of a certain distinction get to use only one name. Instead of Edson Arantes do Nascimento, we say Pelé. Instead of Judah Friedlander, we say world champion. That's right, world champion is one word. And instead of Predrag Radosavljevic, we say Preki. Preki came to the U.S. from Serbia in 1985 and became one of the greatest indoor soccer players the world has ever seen. Playing indoors in San Jose, Preki averaged more than 2 goals a game and became the darling of Silicon Valley. Remember that now. Now, by the time MLS formed in 1996, Preki was already 33 years old, but his left foot was magical and his age didn't seem to matter. With the Kansas City Wizards, Preki won the Golden Boot and League MVP in 1997, then helped lead them to the double in 2000. By this point, he was a U.S. citizen and a national team hero. And in 2003, at the age of 40, Preki again led MLS in scoring and won his second MVP. To honor Preki, the KC supporters came up with a special cheer just for him. It went something like this. My MVP has a first name, it's Preki. My MVP has a second name, it's Radosavljevic. It was a young software designer, one of Preki's groupies from Silicon Valley, who invented the cheer. Unfortunately, many fans just couldn't spell Preki's last name correctly, and this guy grew so frustrated that he went home to California and invented spell check. Truth or MLS legend? I'm not going to tell you, but it's right here in the book. I'm the world champion, Judah Friedlander. Join me again next time for MLS Storytime Theater.
October was National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we heard about a cancer-surviving soccer mom in North Carolina who's focused on spreading awareness. Her kids' soccer club jumped on board to raise money for a local charity by going all out pink.
Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women every year. If you look around the field, you're going to see at least 16 players on a roster. On a female roster, that could potentially mean that 2 out of their team will be affected by breast cancer.
I think it's important to raise money for breast cancer awareness just because it's a disease that affects everybody, and it touches so many different lives and families. There's multiple families within the club that it's affected in one way or another.
The atmosphere here at Pink Out Day is really great. Everyone gets together and pinks out, like we like to call it here at CVYSA. The kids are running around in pink uniforms and playing with pink game balls. It's just pink everywhere. And it really couldn't happen without the support of all the volunteers that we have and the support of the local businesses that really chip in and make this event a great success.
Kids can learn about giving back to our community through this event by learning selflessness. They can be a part of something bigger. It's very important to me that the kids understand that being a part of something can really make a difference in one person's life, and you do have to change one thing at a time. But the enthusiasm that these kids show, just being able to wear pink, have their hair painted pink, and eat and drink everything pink for the day is so heartwarming because they know that it is for a cause. It's not just for fun. It's a serious endeavor. They take it seriously, and they understand that what they're doing for this day will be for a good cause.
The atmosphere at today's event is so exciting. There's electricity in the air. We have, as soon as you turn into our complex, you see the pink balloons, the excitement in the air. It's really amazing to see the other communities, the other teams coming in, wearing pink, getting excited about breast cancer awareness, and supporting our cause of the Healing Eyes.
It's important to teach my children to give back to the community because the community has been so supportive of me in my struggle with breast cancer, and I'm now a 3-year survivor. To know that your neighbors still care and that together as a community we can get things done.
My advice for anyone going through breast cancer, whether you're early diagnosis, during, or post-diagnosis, is breathe. Give yourself a moment to grieve the diagnosis, sit down, make a plan, stay healthy, and punch it in the face.
I think it's important to teach the kids about giving back to the community because so many of them today are very fortunate and they don't really realize some of the struggles that some people face. So it's very important to teach them about issues such as breast cancer and help them realize that other people have to face these issues, and if they work together as a team towards a common goal, just like they do out on the soccer field, that they can really make a difference in someone's life.
It means the world to me to have so many people actually surround themselves with the cause and actually embrace it. It's very, very rewarding.
A few years ago, we took MLS soccer stars Dax McCarty and Michael Della Russo out to a golf course to play a little soccer golf. Well, now there's an official foot golf league and multiple courses. Let's check it out.
Foot golf is like the game of golf, but playing with a soccer ball. You have to introduce the ball and the less number of kicks in a 9-hole or 18-hole course. The holes are 21 inches or 53 centimeters diameter, and the ball is the regular number 5 soccer ball.
Foot golf became an official sport in the U.S. in November of 2011. So we did our first opening tournament in July of 2012, and so as you'll see, we're just really a little over a year on it of doing tournaments, and we have 22 courses already. So, and lots of inquiries from different golf course managers as well as players who are looking to play around the country.
It's interesting. I mean, soccer's on the rise with a lot of youth, and so has golf been ever since Tiger Woods started in the late 90s. So it'd be interesting to see if the combination of the two would get people excited.
I think it's a great way to work on your ball control and direction and passing too, because you have an objective the whole time where you want to get your ball to. So that was great for practice.
Foot golf is not just power kick it and see how far you can get. There really is a precision to it. So they will have to learn the role of the ball where it comes with the different terrain of the golf course and be able to control those shots on it, and then to be able to control their kick enough to get it into onto the green to start with and then into the hole. From what we see is that soccer players are very much more enthusiastic about kicking a ball than golfers are. Golfers are very serious here. So for us to be able to see how much the excitement of the players is, the enthusiasm level, not just for us, but for golf course owners and golfers who watch this, they want to throw down their clubs and come and kick the ball on it because they say, I don't have this much fun out on the golf course as these guys are having.
If somebody wants to find out where the closest foot golf course is, you can go to footgolf.net or americanfootgolfleague.com. And it's very easy to find the map of the courses in the United States, also in Puerto Rico, Canada, and Mexico, because we are all working together under the Federation for International Foot Golf.
Well, that's our show for this month. Keep the ideas rolling, and thanks again for watching. If you have a story you want to see on the show, send us an email at theshow@ususoccer.org. To watch this and previous shows, be sure to check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/ususoccer. I'm Hillary Kennedy, and until next time, get out and get in the game.